Hello, you are watching the weekly CFD overview of the global financial markets. The euro weakened against the dollar on Friday. However, the NFP report showed the US economy added 313,000 jobs in February, but also revealed a slowdown in wage growth. The report dampened concerns over inflationary pressures and reduced expectations for 4 rate hikes from the Federal Reserve this year. Last week, the British pound strengthened while the Japanese yen weakened against the dollar. Global indexes ended higher last week as investors were less concerned that a trade war could develop. Market sentiment improved after the US government stated late last week that key US trading partners, Canada and Mexico, would be exempt from its highly criticized tariffs on steel and aluminium imports. Tensions between the US and North Korea also eased, amid reports that President Trump has agreed to meet the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. This led gold prices to decline slightly last week. Meanwhile, speculators raised their net long positions in gold by 4,178 contracts to over 161,000 contracts, Commodity Futures Trading Commission data showed. All cryptocurrencies fell last week. Meanwhile, Japan is urging the G20 to adopt rules to prevent global money laundering of cryptocurrencies. The group of finance ministers and central bankers from 20 major economies are due to meet in Buenos Aires on March 19th to March the 20th. US energy companies last week cut oil rigs for the first time in almost 2 months, with drillers cutting back 4 rigs to 796, Baker Hughes reported on Friday. However, oil prices moved lower on Monday and Tuesday after the US Energy Information Administration published a report showing that crude production from 7 major US shale companies is expected to climb. The European Central Bank maintained its benchmark interest rate unchanged at 0% and removed a key element of its easing bias last week. Its statement showed that the ECB is prepared to expand its asset purchase plan if the outlook deteriorates. Inflation remains a missing link for the normalization of monetary policy. You have been watching the weekly CFD overview of the global financial markets.